intentions. So, how can I help you?
I'm looking to make a statement.
Mission accomplished. Oh, but you're here to accessorize. The P12K works with any ensemble.
That's like the mom jeans of guns. Statement, remember?
Right. Something more street style then. The Arbiter is in season.
Kinda limiting.
Perhaps something from our high volume line.
Nope.
The fully customizable Mamba AC rifle, side-folding polymer stock, free-floated mil-spec barrel, advanced dual-beam laser sight. The perfect tactical weapon.
Too many plastic bots. Let's just shake it.
Ronin, it's time to go.
Shall I wrap that up for you?
Nah, I'll wear it out.
Excuse me, ma'am, you overpaid.
The extra's for the door. You should duck.
Swords, good guy. Think of money we'll save on ammo. Okay, we did your store. Now we do mine.
All right.
Samiko Sushi, here we go.
Oh, you're playing. Yeah, you're rogue. Rogue.
Something. It's a Rogue Company.
Yeah, that's right. I used to play that. That's good.
Yeah, I'm only playing it for a little bit. Hi. Okay. I don't remember.
Oh, you already had an account on here?
At some point.
Cool. Okay. I got racks.
Just restore the default and then turn everything down. Well, music definitely needs to go down. Okay, voice chat.
Is there a camera on?
No. Alright. 'Cause, 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 'c
You got two the same?
One of them's about to go out, so I got the other one for when it does. There we go.
This used to be one of my favorite maps, Brazil.
Yeah.
It's a good map. Like, explore.
I used to play this a long time ago, like, it was like 2 years ago, and I just kind of stopped, because none of my friends played, and then I stopped playing it, and then all of a sudden my friends all got it, and I was like, alright, whatever.
Deathmatch.
What's up, Roby? From what I remember, it's a fun game, but I don't remember playing it particularly. Been pretty busy. As soon as I woke up, I had to get around, and then we went to a family family early Christmas dinner / present opening. So just got home not too long ago. Yerp. I'm ready to get all of it out of the way so that I can actually sit back and relax and enjoy my time off instead of rushing to one home to the next.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, definitely decompression time. Definitely needed. Especially because my social battery runs out pretty quick.
Won't even know we're coming.
Forgot about that. Items. I like to save on money. But there's something about it.
You take point. Eliminate the enemy to win.
Whoops. My entire family is actually currently doing a family get-together thing today.
It's almost too easy. Behind us! Over here!
Oh my gosh.
The mobility on my
Where's my sensitivity? There we go. Let's crank that up.
Utility out.
It's one of the first things I think we circled on, or we clicked on. My social battery starts at about 12% and depletes quick. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
What did you expect?
My sensitivity might be a little too high now.
Well, your teammate's popping off.
You down again.
So you're fine. Get up. Yeah, no, I remember. I always felt like I was weird, like not liking being around people too much. I always felt rude, but now it's just I kind of accept that as just being a part of me.
Might want to buy you a primary.
No, I'll just pick up what I see. How do I change my... There we go. Oh my gosh.
Enemy spotted. Go here.
Stalker reduces movement.
Halfway to victory.
Over here. Enemy spotted.
Yes, sir. We're just gonna keep pushing. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if there's a melee.
Enemy spotted.
Okay.
Where's your head?
Lethal out.
Enemy spotted.
Alright.
I don't know if
I should have upgraded my
I
armor.
think, for the next games, they reset you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you when I finished making the game. I was like, there's something about this game. But that's what it is.
Yeah.
I always got like that.
I forget, there's another game. I forget what it's called. CS:GO. That's
Oh, yeah.
basically what this is inspired by.
I hated CS:GO. I played like 2 rounds of that, and like you can't aim down or nothing. You gotta shoot. You can't aim down or nothing unless you're
Yeah.
sniping.
Here's a gift. Enjoy. Here's a gift. Enjoy.
It's actually a pretty dope game. Thankfully, I didn't have to spend any money on it, because when I got it the first time, I got it during a PlayStation free thing. CS:GO is supposedly for the so-called good FPS players. Yeah, I mean, I've watched people play CS:GO, but the people I've watched play it are like they're good, but they mainly play it just to make like fun commentary, which is predominantly why I play video games. Oh my goodness. Nobody? Alright. It's reviving people faster, but seems like my team's not reviving anybody, so I'm not gonna get it. Oh my goodness. Oh. Thank you. Okay, I got knocked already.
One kill until victory. Enemies move here. Another contract in the bag.
Well, we won. That's all that matters.
When all of our enemies suffer.
Free 99. Yep, that's when I got this. Ooh, I was not MVP. What did they get then? I was bottom? Oh well. Not bad for my first game back in however long I last played it. Let's do strikeout. We will run Mass Effect later tonight. I just want to play something with less brain power. Everyone in my entire life has always called me weird. My dad, however, has always, instead of using that word, chose to call me particular or peculiar. Instead, I prefer that over weird. Yeah, I forget, like, my older sister obviously just used to call me weird, but
some people call me diverse, different than others.
Yeah, my cousin just calls me unique. So I take that as a compliment. I'm here till 10 watching whatever you plan, so no worries. Here for the Drew. Staying for the Drew. Yeah.
Finding little best buddy.
Are you doing Halo again tonight? Or are you going and playing Mafia some more?
Mafia, I used to play that. It was on my Xbox when I first got it. It came with it.
He's playing through the first one right now on his channel.
I forgot, but I think I got the deluxe edition for Mafia. My Xbox came with it at Dad's. I was like, I don't play it, so I deleted it.
Yeah.
But I still have some of the games. I remember him. I used to run him and him.
Yeah.
Daima is a good one. Daima.
No, I'm playing some Control. Oh, bet. I've never played that, but I've always wanted to play it. Big bet, big bet. Big bet, big check, big flex. Control is it's like a sci-fi game. I don't really know how to explain it. It's pretty out of there type of game. I'm tempted to not play it now. What are you tempted to play then?
Mafia.
I know we got like a lot of games on the table right now that we can jump between. That's why I'm glad that like we both took the time out to finish Valhalla.
Wait, did you beat
Enemy spotted. Weapons hot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you beat it when last night?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago?
Hold on.
Is your phone charging?
No. It's plugged in, but it's not charging because that outlet is trash.
Still.
But my desire for you to play it first is slightly stronger. Oh no, don't. I'm not gonna get it. Like I prefer to watch it because I don't know. It's very Alan Wakey, and I don't think I'd play it. Not because I don't like Alan Wake, but I know it's not a game that I would enjoy playing, but it's a game I would like to watch. I feel like I said that, like I always wanted to play it. I didn't mean to say it like that. Like, it's a game I wanted to play to know the story, but it's not something I wanted to, like, hands on the sticks play. Yeah, those are for the punching bag, so if you want to put those right there.
I didn't know what they were.
No, I didn't. No, I haven't purchased it. Gotta save up for that Baldur's Gate 3.
Objective acquired. Defend it.
Yeah, the middle child in the house got one for Christmas.
Enemies have the objective.
Half of 4. Yeah, it's 2.
So, who's the second child?
I mean, Marcellus is still, be considered middle child.
If mom had another kid, it would be...
Oh my gosh, these guys are a lot better. I should have my copy the 1st of January. Big bet. I should have mine as well. Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh yeah.
Because my plan was to get this camera first, and then next thing would be Baldur's Gate. Oh, she's like, back up. Oh, led me into a trap.
Oh.
We're out of lives. Make it count.
Oh, I didn't realize I had lives. Okay, well, that was fun. Report player. Not that petty. Report server. Alright. Can I just leave?
No, this is... What is this? This is like S&D on COD.
Yeah, but typically you can just leave a game.
Contract's a bust. Let's head home.
Alright. Your team has surrendered.
You got another round, I think.
No, I backed all the way out.
Oh. 8 downs, 1 revive. Was that the girl that she said,
Probably.
Is Roby your best friend?
Yeah. Shows up to every stream, and I show up to all of his. At least the ones that we both could make it to. Sometimes we stream at the same time. Like the...
Well, while you're streaming at the same time, you're playing together.
We haven't played a multiplayer game together.
Oh.
Like when we were... Nah, I don't like Call of Duty. When we were both playing God of War, we were just in a party chat together. Soon, yep, Baldur's Gate 3.
I don't like COD either.
Yeah. I used to, but nah, it's just not for me anymore.
Hey, she can come get one snack.
Okay. Pick one from here. Pick one of these and go back downstairs, please. Okay, go back downstairs.
He said he's far too sweaty as a I can't read that.
It is far too sweaty as it currently is. Yeah. I'm not my cup of tea.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Celia. Bye-bye, Mommy, Daddy, Papa. Okay. Bye, Mommy, Dada, Poopy. Say so.
That's why I Halo instead. Yeah. I feel like this will be my replacement. This will be my Halo. If I want to play a shooter game.
I used to play Halo.
After this one, I'll have you go ahead and go downstairs. How far did you get into Mafia the other night? Because when I was watching you, you kept replaying that hotel, and I felt bad for like commenting because I noticed that like our conversation was distracting you. This certainly looks fun. I would get, but I'm even worse at third-person shooter games than I am at first-person. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I played a first-person shooter. Alright. Okay, pick one of these.
Can I get it from a different box?
Huh?
Can I get like a snack from a different box?
No cookies because it's too late. Zane, you might as well grab one too.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Alright. Good night, guys.
What are you playing?
I'm playing a game. Go back downstairs. Close the door behind you, please.
Stay focused. Losing is not an option.
I got it. Close that door all the way, please. You're fine.
Eliminate the enemy to win.
Okay, now I can turn the camera back on. I was not comfortable with the kids on camera. There we go. Oh.
Come and get it.
Don't look at my hair. I need a haircut. Safety beanie. But I got the Naruto hoodie on right now. Alright, let's read the chats. Ultimately though, I'm the same way with my niece and nephew when they're over. Yeah. I know, because he saw that he saw I got the camera yesterday, so I know that's why he came up, because he wanted to be on camera, but yeah, not gonna happen. Because they asked me yesterday, they're like, oh, well, like, can we use the camera when we're playing video games? I'm like, you are not old enough. It might seem fun now, but you don't want your face on the internet at that young. let me... Oh, I can't.
Move here.
Oops.
You're slowing me
Over here.
Okay. Thank you. Give me that. I can't even get armor.
Utility out.
Increase.
Lethal out. Utility out.
Alright, let me crank up this brightness so I can read what it is that we're saying in chat. Let me actually plug into my PlayStation before my phone dies. Okay. Let me put my phone up right here so I'm not like getting in the camera. Oh my goodness. I need a better setup. So bad. But yeah, I didn't want to say in front of the kids because I didn't want him to think about how... I didn't want to ruin his perspective of the holidays. But, man, it honestly drains me to be around people that long. It honestly, like, I get why you chose to kind of not go to your family get-together. If I could choose to not go there, yeah, we'll definitely get the setup. But if I could choose not to go to my families and whatnot, then I definitely would do that. But with the kids being involved, I don't want to ruin their perspective, and oh my goodness. Alright. I guess the first match was just a doozy. Sadly, kids don't grasp the levity of them being online without adults. You can see or hear literally all types of craziness. And yeah, like they already play Fortnite, and there's adults that play that game, and I'm not comfortable with them even doing that because they pick up so much from that. And you can monitor them, but you can only monitor them so much. Like I remember how it was playing Call of Duty at a young age and hurrying up and plugging my headphones in before my mom overheard all the cussing.
This should help the hurt.
Come on, bruh. Show your face. Yeah. I know how stressful it is, man. My twin sister was extremely stressed before the party. It was visible and audible. Yeah, I'm not trying to do that. That's why, like, I'm thankful for the holiday season, but just for the fact that people come together, it's like, man, we can do this at any time, and right now is not a good time. Like, I didn't go to my last family reunion. It's just... Oh my gosh. Yeah. Love him to death. But when I want to go, I don't need the judgment.
Here's a gift. Enjoy. Enemy spotted.
My final meal. Caramel corn. Is that all you can do?
I really wish Bungie would open Halo up to PlayStation. Especially because like Halo Xbox sales are so down. I definitely feel if they opened up to PlayStation, like PlayStation would definitely help give it the boost that it needs to reach where it used to be at. That's like Xbox only exclusive. It's only profitable exclusive, I should say. Oh, this.
Enemies nearing victory.
Yeah, it definitely would kill them. So then it would take away the reasoning behind even needing. Come on, pop your head up.
One-time thing.
Yes, sir. Can I not heal? Like heal?
Guess I owe you one.
Oh no. Let's see. Alright.
Guys, a little help.
The only profitable exclusive. Give the rights to PlayStation and they will just make the online experience on PlayStation better than Xbox, and no one would ever play Halo on Xbox again. Very true, very true.
You're dead.
You are no liar, sir.
Enemy spotted. I'm fine, thanks.
One kill until victory. 45 seconds remaining.
Enjoy.
Jeez.
You all made that one.
There we go.
No celebration in this brutal
bottom of the list.
I get it.
Overall, it was a great stream with very little gameplay. It was legit just difficult. I made it a few more levels in. Ultimately, though, it was a night filled with a good moment of personal stories, and I actually talked to a lot of people in the chat on various occasions. That's awesome. That is awesome. I definitely need to figure out a better way of getting 1,000 followers on TikTok, so that way it opens up for, because YouTube's so hard to gain organic followers from, but TikTok's pretty easy because everybody's already scrolling. Not too many people just jump into a random YouTube stream. What is going on? Honestly, I cheated slightly to get my TikTok to 1,000. Help a brother out. Help a brother out. Solely wanted to build to go. I think everybody does that because of the fact of how many people go live and how many people have like not even a fraction of their live. Like, I think honestly people just do that, and then that's when they get their organic followers, because they go live off of buying 1,000, and then they're entertaining enough for people to be like, oh well, he has 2,000 followers, so let me go ahead and subscribe to him, see what he's got, blah blah blah. It costs $75, but it worked. That's not too crazy. Is it worth going live over? I think so, because this camera was $55. So $75 to make sure that people are actually looking through the camera or looking at me with the camera. Like, it's a worthy investment. It's a great investment. I created 3 or 4 videos, did the promo for each video for like $15, and after a week I was there. Okay. I have plenty of videos I can do that to as well. I can even like take them down and re-upload them as new, so that way it's not like old promo type stuff. Obvious problem is that those 1,000 are half fake, and the other half will most likely never come back to your TikTok. It is what it is. Give me the live. Give me the live. That's all I care about. I don't care if I go live and I'm the only person checking up on my live. Give me the live. Give me the live. Sir, you got 5,000 subscribers and you only have 3 people watching your live. I don't care. Give me. I'm stingy. Give me the live. Give me the live. I've been listening to a lot of like older music. Like, well, it's not even like older. It's just like my childhood music, like early 2000s, late 90s. it's worth it in my opinion. I would say I probably have about 150 people that follow me outside the promo that I did. I need the Give Me the Live remix to that'll be the intro songs that you and I use for our lives, because you know we both kind of just been doing the little chill sessions in the beginning of our lives. So just give me the laugh, give me the laugh. I'm gonna go on Fiverr and see if somebody can do something like that with the AI. We need to find like a multiplayer game that's free so that we can hop on there too. I swear I'm hitting that today on my TikTok a lot. Give me the laugh, give me the laugh. And then once I get it, it's hop on the laugh, hop on the laugh. Hop on the laugh. Dallas. I have a friend named Dallas. I think I brought him up before too. Very shortly. I haven't really done a deep dive on some of my friends, but he's definitely one of the real ones. How do I do an emoji? Oh, not emoji. What am I talking about?
What up? Eliminate the
I
enemy
might have to go
win.
downstairs and yell at some kiddos because I hear them raising their voice. They know how I feel about that. Jeez. I'm gonna look into the PlayStation Store to see what's all for free. For the free ski. Okay. Okay. Patience. Patience is key, guys. You don't gotta do that to me. Not to me. You not know who I am? Yep. I'm gonna go downstairs real quick. Be right back.
Give me up. Enemy over there. Move here. Shields required. Enemy spotted.
Utility out. Enemies move here.
Need a light?
No enemies spotted. I guess I owe you one.
Lethal out. Lethal out.
Ugh. My streams might as well be titled half gameplay, half dad duties, stepdad duties. I know damn well they're not going back to not listening. They were listening to me just fine. You do be doing a lot. You're good. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very rare that dads get complimented. And I haven't noticed that up until recently. Well, not recently, but the last year or so. And like, it makes me look at movies different. In a weird way. Because we were watching this one movie. I forget what it was called. You know what? This is just going to be a talking session instead of, you know, how much time do we have until 10? Okay. At 9, we'll switch over and play some Mass Effect. It'll probably overlap to your stream, but I know most of the time whenever that happens, you go back and watch whatever you missed or whatever. But anyways, so I was watching this movie, and it was hold on. Dads in real life are never treated as they are in the movies. So this is the thing though. So we were watching this movie, and it was with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he like is trying to get this toy. I forget. You probably know what I'm talking about, but he's trying to get this toy doll of Turbo Man to his son. He's going through all this trouble to do it, and he's like starting to like he's like getting in trouble with the law, getting into fights with people. Turbo Man, yep. And he's like, and it's all this stuff, and like he damn near gets arrested and everything, and he's going through all this stressful stuff, and he's trying to call his wife. Jingle all the way. And his son answers the phone. He's like, you promised you'd be here. And he's like, can you just put your mom on the phone right now? I'm trying to explain something to her that you will not be able to understand. He's like, you know what? You just break promises. Da 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 da. And just like, it hurt. Because I was like, man. Like, this kid does not know the struggle that he's going through trying to make sure that he gets this one gift that he knows his son really wants, because in his son's eyes he's just choosing not to be here on time, and when in reality he's sacrificing everything to make sure that he provides the perfect Christmas for his son. And like that hit me, and like they played it off in like a goofy way, but I was like, man, this is real. Like he didn't even realize that his dad was literally doing the most exactly, and it just hit because I was like, man, dads that do their best are appreciated the least. Because a dad who is absent can come around here and there. Like a dad who just chooses not to be around can come around here or there, and the kid will just be excited at the dad's presence. But if the dad is in the house and doing everything that he can, sacrificing everything, then when he's not there to make sure he can provide, it is taken for granted. And everything he does is taken for granted, and it sucks. From my experience of... Hold up. What was just said? I'll be right back. I don't think you guys really want your phones, I guess. Alright. So the dad experience. Okay. I'll say this. Being a dad, from my experience and from what I have seen, dads don't typically get acknowledged and such until kids are much older. Yeah, I don't think dads aren't appreciated until their kid is old enough to become independent. And by that time, like, if the dad has trained and teach them properly, they don't necessarily need their dad. Dads teach lessons that apply to life, not to the immediate situation. Yup. Dads teach their kids how to deal with life, so the lessons don't click until the kids end up going through it. Exactly. Like the oldest of my stepkids was having a really rough few weeks at school, and there was just one day that he was just misbehaving really bad, and he kept talking over everybody while we were trying to kind of try to correct him. And I just told him, I was like, look, there's a difference between hearing what I'm saying and listening to what I'm saying. Because if you're listening, you're going to apply it to your change of behavior. But if you're just hearing me, that doesn't matter. And I told him, I was like, so if you're just going to hear me, then I'm just going to hear you. If you want to be heard, you have to listen. Exactly. We shouldn't be needed if we parent correctly. I agree 100%. I think there's things in life that we can't prepare them for, but they should be able to come to us in those times of need, of being like, hey, how do I handle this situation? Because I tried to fall back on the teachings that you gave me, but it didn't necessarily prepare me for this specific thing. So what advice can you give me? And I think some parents are so stuck in their ways of like, well, my mom and dad made me figure it out on my own, so you're going to figure it out on your own. And it's like, what is this progressing within our generations then? If we're all going to be stuck in this pull yourself up by your own bootstraps type of parenting, there's going to be no excelling. Yeah. You gotta listen, because in life, if you're not listening to your boss, if you're not listening to your coworkers, if you're not listening to what's going on around you, you're not going to have a job and you could be caught in dangerous situations. And if you're not going to listen to your friends, you're not going to have friends too long. At least not real ones. And if you don't listen to your teachers, then you're not going to be educated enough to survive in the real world. So regardless if you want to listen, you have to listen. Now, as you get older, you can better vet and filter who you're listening to, because you're more mindful of, oh, this person lives completely different than me, so I don't need to listen to them. Which, even then, you have to filter that out, because if it's somebody trying to like give you knowledge to either not be in their same situation, or if they're better than you, and they're trying to give you knowledge, then like listen to them, so like, because they're trying to help you come up. But like, as you get older, like you learn to filter out what isn't needed to be heard or taught to you. Because I know for damn sure I'm not going to take advice from somebody that's living at a community home trying to tell me how to manage my finances. But as a kid, you just see an adult and they're telling you, hey, this is the right thing to do, and you just embed that in your mind. You're like, well, this is an adult, obviously they know what they're talking about. I mean, of course you have that rebellious stage where no adult knows what they're talking about and nobody understands, blah blah blah, but you still listen to it. Yeah. Creates a real disconnect. Facts. Say it louder for the people in the back. Hey, listen. All starts at home. This is the this is the tutorial of life. Your first 18 years is the tutorial phase. So if you don't get this game right under this roof, once you get open world, that map's going to surprise you. Lots of NPCs. You've got to be wise who you listen to and to who you choose to not listen to. Exactly. Yeah. As I was saying it, I was like, I think I'm on to something. This is the longest tutorial I've ever had. And now I'm the narrator. I'll tell you what, if I hear my old lady having to raise her voice one more time, I'm going down there and raising mine at these kids. They were doing fine. I mean, of course, they were a little off the walls because they were excited for their new gifts and whatnot, but I mean, I get it, they're kids, but like they have this thing where one day they'll either listen to her and just dismiss my parenting, or they'll listen to me and dismiss hers. And I can handle when they dismiss mine, because either you're going to hear me or I'm going to take everything to keep you distracted away from you until you have no choice but to hear me. But when they disrespect her, I'm just like, you got the wrong one. Because if you choose to ignore her, you're getting her anger and my anger. So yeah, because I don't put my hands on them. I'll pick them up and take them. Like if I tell them to get in the corner and they choose not to listen to me, I'll pick them up and I'll take them to the corner, or I'll pick them up and I'll take them to their room. But if they're misbehaving too bad, guess what? Phone's gone, TV's off, PlayStation's unplugged. Whatever toy you were just playing with 5 minutes ago, snatched. I don't mind walking. They know me to be the one to walk around here with the trash bag. Oh, you're not listening to me? Put it in the trash bag. It's going. If that's how you're gonna act with this, put it in the trash bag. Fine, don't listen. Give me all your stuff. It's like, oh, you ain't gonna listen to me? Well, you're not gonna act like I don't exist. I'll make sure to let you know I'm here. Top tier parenting in my book. Yeah, I told them from day one when I first met them, I was like, look, I'm not your dad. I won't put my hands on you. There's been a few times where I've come close because the middle child decided to put his hands on me. And I grabbed both of his arms and restrained him. I made sure to let him know, like, hey, you only got me because you caught me by surprise. Other than that, ain't no way. I think the oldest this happened a long time ago at this point, but we were pillow fighting and I accidentally caught him with the corner of the pillow in the eye, and this is before I kind of started to be able to teach them how to deal with their anger in a healthier way. But I caught him in the eye and his reaction was to swing at me. And the first time he swung at me, like, it missed, and I kind of was just like, oh man, like, he was just messing around. But then he went for that second one, and that's when I noticed it was real, and I caught it, and then he went for another one, and I caught him by both his hands, and I was like, did you just try to hit me? And he just hit me with the I threw him to the side. I went to his mom, and I was like, you better deal with that.
Eliminate the enemy to win.
Hold your ground.
Yeah, nah, he was doing the most. But after that, he realized once he realized his strength did not compare to mine in the slightest, and I caught his full powered punch with one hand with ease, and I easily flung him to the side. After that, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that again."
Come on, buddy, take it off.
He got scared too. He started crying. He's like, I'm sorry. I was like, it's fine. Don't ever let that happen again. I told him, I was like, just because I told you guys I would never put my hands on you, don't mean that I'm not gonna do something if you blatantly try to punch me. At that point, I'm gonna do something. But I'm not gonna whoop your ass just because you weren't listening to your mom or whatever. That's for her to do if that happens. That's her choice. But trying to put hands on me, guess what? You're gonna be introduced to real life. Drew used grab. It was super effective. Drew used grab. It was super effective. Drew used death stare. Super effective. Deadly. That would have put so much fear in me. Ain't gonna let y'all put your hands on me either. No. Yeah, he went for the fool. Ugh. What? You better get your son. Death stare is critical. I think that was the closest I've ever lost my cool with the kids. So I've always managed to. I've raised my voice, but I raise it very, very solemnly. That when I do raise my voice, like it still scares them. It still catches them off guard because I'm very much I will talk to you sternly. I will sit right in your face and tell you what I need to tell you. But very rarely do I raise my voice. Because if I raise my voice over and over and over and over every time I needed them to listen to me, they'd start tuning that out eventually too. It's just like, oh, he's yelling again. Oh well.
Move here.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Oh, jeez. You have a much better temperament than me. I'm trying to get to that level, honestly. It is difficult for me to deal with disrespect and no listening from children, women as well, men too. I think, honestly, it stems from growing up with my mom and her just always not listening to me. Like, I basically had to teach myself to be like, alright, am I always going to be upset about this? Or am I just going to just be like, alright, well, I guess that's just what it is. And while getting older, it was like, people at school acted the same way. And, I don't know. It became a thing where I was just like, well, my mom very rarely ever hears me out or listens to what I have to say. Jeez. So I need to be able to manage how it affects me rather than letting her just always get the best of me. I feel as though I give the respect and then some, so it makes it harder for me to keep in check. That level of emotional maturity is a rarity, let alone in someone as young as you, where while you were staying with your mom. Yeah. like I said, like I appreciate a lot. As much as growing up with my mom really stressed me out and frankly traumatized me, I do appreciate the maturity that it forced me to have. Because now I've grown into the maturity. Because at first, like when the maturity hit me, like I definitely had this vibe of myself where I just like thought I was better than everybody because I just think so much more mature than everybody else, and so that means I'm blah blah blah. And now I'm kind of I've grown into my maturity more, where I accept my thought process and emotional process as it is, and if other people can't have that, like my expectations are not, my expectations for myself are not the same expectations I hold for other people like I used to. And I feel if I have this level of maturity, if I gain this level of maturity sooner or later in life than I did, then I still probably would be stuck in that way of like, oh well, I think like this. Why doesn't this person think like this? I deal with this situation like this. Why doesn't this person deal with it like this? We just cleaned house. Okay. That's crazy because I had a stint of time where I let my higher level of maturity go to my head. It's good that you were able to see that in yourself and autocorrect it, if you will. Yeah, it definitely took some time because, like, when I first started making music was around the time where I was kind of like in that headspace, and it ruined some of the friendships I had at that time, and it put a wall between my cousin and I for a little bit because like I would think about it and just be like, oh well, like basically just priorities. And I just would always, I knew what I wanted to do, and I wanted to make music, so I didn't let anything get in the way of that. And everybody else kind of made excuses, just kind of did it more as a hobby instead of taking it too serious. And like I just constantly thought of myself as higher than them because it's like, oh well, you guys aren't really serious about it, because me, I'm showing up to the studio every day. I'm doing X, Y, and Z. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. What are you doing? Nothing. Okay, well then don't talk to me about what I need to do. And it just put me in this like ego. And then it got to a point where like I looked around and like it turned into just me. And I was like, this is lonely as hell. And like my ego pushed a lot of friends away. And thankfully, like my cousin and I, like we're good now. And I accept him for like on the days where he's like, hey, I'm gonna send this song to you. And then the day passes and I don't get it. Now it's like, it sucks and it pisses me off. But it's like, you know, he's his own person. He deals with his priorities his own way. I'm my own person. I deal with my priorities my own way. And when I tell other people about it, where I'm just like, oh, like, yeah, like this song's supposed to be out, but it's not. And like I told my cousin before, like, hey, can you send this to me so that we can get it out on this date? Like some people will be like, oh, well, like, fuck that, like, call him up, call him, ask where the song's at, da da da. And like I used to be that way, and now it's like I'm more or less kind of just like, you know, he has his own life, he has other things going on. There's many times that I can't hold up my end of the bargain whenever I promise people something, and I cowardice kind of, not to call him a coward, I'm saying what I do is cowardly, but like I cowardice decide to kind of go MIA until whatever it is they asked to be done is done. And then like then I'll start talking to him again. I'm like, hey, what's up, blah blah blah, by the way, this is done, sorry for the inconvenience. So I get it. I don't always deal with stuff like that, but I understand that's more how he deals with it. It irritates me so much, and some days it gets the best of me. Some days I do call him still, and I'm like, hey, So Sunday, you said you'd send this. It's Wednesday, but not as much as I used to. It was so bad at one point. I used to like, without invitation, pull up to where he lived and knock on his door and be like, "So what's going on?" And yeah. I might be in the wrong for saying this, but I personally don't feel like what you just told me was you letting your maturity go to your head. To me, you sound like someone that is driven and needs people around them that are ready to move. You don't seem to be the type that to just sit on ideas, plans, when you know you can be making moves. Again, to me, it's simply new people. See, and I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Like, I'm definitely not the type of person to sit on anything. If I have an idea and I know I can execute it, I'm gonna do it. But where my maturity got in the way of it is I expected that from everybody else, even though their true colors showed to me already that, hey, like, I'm gonna take my time. I might make it seem like I'm gonna be on your level of haste, but I'm gonna take my time. And my maturity level, my ego, like, made me think, like, if I keep getting on them, then they'll be on my level of, like, taking things serious. I had to learn to accept that they're not there. Like, they are not as driven as me, and I cannot take that out on them. Like, if I work with them, I'm accepting their flaws. And if I get upset about what they're not doing, that's at the end of the day on me, because I chose to work with them. So that's where it's like, yeah, exactly. I thought I could force that. Yeah. And that's where it's like my ego was like, oh, well, like, I'm like this, and my cousin, he's older than me, so I was like, oh, I can get him on this boat too. And then my friends that I started making music with they graduated high school with me. So I was like, look, I'm on this level of maturity. Like, I know you guys can do it too, because you guys are the same age as me. So let's do it. I'm gonna push you. And it was just my ego of just, oh, you're not doing it? Well, then you're wasting your time. Maybe they didn't want to do it. Maybe they weren't as passionate about it as me. And maybe they had a spark of passion for it that they haven't tapped into as much as I had yet. But me pushing them so much and being so on their head about it made them lose their passion for it. And that's what hurts the most for me to look back at. Because I probably ruined so much of their drive or potential. I ruined so much of their potential to reach that level of seriousness because I was forcing them to take something serious that they were just now getting the taste of. But I'm not too regretful of a person. I don't really like to hold on to the past anymore. Ever since, I think I told you about the story, but like ever since working stuff out, well, not working stuff out, but talking things out and bringing to light a lot of stuff with my dad, it's made me a lot less grudge holding towards people, especially to myself. So I don't hate myself for it. I don't beat myself up over it, but it does hurt to think back on. But I know at the end of the day, like, it is what it is. Gotta accept others for who they are, what they are presenting, etc. I feel that totally, and I can see how that would be problematic given the friends, family, etc. you had. I side with the passionate side of you in this situation, honestly. I get that they might have been more demoralized from your actions and such, but I can't help but think how different it would have been if you had just one other person around you at that time that could have matched or exceeded your passion. Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you right now, like the level that we were starting to hit in 2019 was crazy. Like, I released a music video and it got 1,000 views within like 8 hours. And then I released it on Facebook and it got 2,000 views within I think like 12. And then I was getting booked to do festivals locally, shows. I had 2 shows booked in Columbus. I had a show in Cleveland. I couldn't get to the one in Cleveland. There was a show in Grand Rapids. I was talking to a producer from Atlanta. I got a connection from somebody that lived in Europe that wanted to mix and master my vocals. All this happened in 2019. And then I met, like, not a celebrity, but like somebody, like, local talent celebrity. Somebody that really doesn't reach out to people. But he's not super well known. But like, yeah. Like, I ran into him at the bar one time and he asked me for a picture. And like, he's a dude like in this town, like he can go here in the next town over and people will know who he is. Now if he goes like wherever else, like not so much, but still. He asked me for a picture. So like that all happened within 1 year. And then COVID happened. And I kept getting my friends. I was like, look, if anything, this is a blessing because we're just going to be at home and we can just make music and that's all we need to focus on. And then all of our money can just go towards music and music videos because everywhere's closed. And nah, everything broke apart because they stopped seeing the physical results of everything, because everything at that point was physical. All the shows were physical. All the fans were physical. All the pictures, physical. And then everything became virtual, and they just like, they couldn't physically see it, so they didn't believe it. And slowly everything just, the whole hype that we were carrying just disappeared. And sucks. Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, where are you at currently in your pursuits for music? You still writing or anything related? So I'm still, I have an album that still needs mixed and mastered. And my cousin just had his 3rd kid. So I'm waiting for those audio files. Because I was trying to get the album finished before his 3rd kid got here. Because I knew he'd be busy. And it's been done since September. And, yeah. I basically told him a week before his daughter came, I told him, I was like, look, whatever's not done, just take everything that you have off of it and send it to me, and I'll send it to my guy in Europe, because him and I are still slightly in contact. And it just never got done. I want to see you shining clearly. You have the talent. Yeah, I hate that spark faded, because everybody always talks about how hard it is to get that spark and how much you just have to take advantage of it when it gets there. And I got the spark, and everything collapsed after that, and it sucked. Sounds so much like me. Oh, once that physical stuff is gone, it's hard for people to believe. Yep. You still plan to do music, right? Yeah, I still have a passion for music. My thing is that, like, once I finish an album, it's so hard for me to write anything new or record anything new, because I record my albums based on, like, it's, I guess the best way to say it is, like, I record my albums like in arcs of my life, of like, oh man, like I just got through this really traumatic thing, and I want to make an album where it's slightly the theme. And so I finished my most recent album, and the theme is everything that happened to me last year up until this year's summer. And now it's like, okay, well, my headspace is still in those songs, but I said all I needed to say. So I just need to get that album out so I can start thinking of the next arc. I have no music talent whatsoever. However, I have been fortunate enough to meet very talented musicians / artists in my life. I would like to put you in touch with some of them and let you run with it if you want. I don't want to force you onto people, I know, but I can feel your passion, and I know you could crush this given the right people around you. Not me again, no music talent. That's how it should be. Walk us through your life and tell us your story. I would definitely put a pin in that for now, because until that album's done and I can get back into the consistency of making music, I don't want to waste anybody's time with like getting in contact with them and them being like, all right, like send me some new stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do that because it's out of my hands. So, but what I'll probably do is when the album is done completely, I'll probably let you know, and then if the offer's still on the table at the time, I'll definitely get that, and then yeah, send some music to some people, let them get their opinions and whatnot. But yeah, all my albums are arcs of whatever it was I was going through at the time. Like my Love for Real album was after a breakup, and the album goes from like meeting somebody, getting to know them, falling in love, seeing their flaws, and then finding out that it's not going to work out. Like, that's the progression of the album. It's the highs and lows. And Autobiography chapter 1 was like, I mean, it's the first chapter of me making music and putting it out there. So it's like an introduction of like what's to come. And listening back to that album, it's definitely not where it went, because I was a kid at the time with a very different headspace. What time is it? you know, it's nice to just kind of sit here and chill for a bit. You know, I don't really need to be playing the game right now. But The Battle from Within was a story about dealing with depression and self-doubt within myself of like becoming an adult and dealing with what I dealt with very early into becoming an adult. And questioning if I was doing the right thing, if I was investing my time into the right stuff. It was just a very questionable phase for my TBFW album, which stands for The Battle from Within, which from the people I talked to this day, that's their favorite album that I made. I think because it went Biography, Battle from Within, Love for Real, and then Battle from Within Part 2. That one probably my most professionally crafted in terms of like audio quality and whatnot. And it basically just kind of describes me sacrificing time away from my family to do music, sacrificing building a healthy relationship to make music, sacrificing basically what everybody else like holds dear to them. That album's basically talking about how I just disregarded everything on the pursuit for music, and I disregarded people I care about to do things that it sounds really messed up, but like I would do things intentionally because I knew that I could turn it into a song. And what I mean by that is there was a point where one of my friends baby moms talked to me at a party, and at the time I didn't know that she was his baby mom. So we were flirting, whatever, and yeah, and eventually, like, we went from that party to a different one, and on the way to the other one, my friend like elbowed me a little bit. He's like, "Hey, you know that so and so's baby mom, right?" And I was like, "Oh." And in my head, I was like, "Well, I mean, I've already halfway completed the mission." And that was like 22, 23-year-old me, where I was just focused on the excitement. And yeah, so what happened, and he ended up finding out, and I was like, oh, I gotta make a song about this now. And yeah, it sucked, because I look back at it now and I feel bad for disregarding him in that manner, but I don't feel bad for doing what I did, because this doesn't make what I did right or anything, but he was a very angry, abusive person, and I didn't realize that until her and I got closer. And yeah, there was just an occasion where I firsthand saw the abuse. Okay, let me take that back. I did not see anybody strike anybody, but I saw the results of somebody striking somebody. And yeah. So after that, I was like, I don't really care that I did this, because this is who you are as a person, and you kept this from me, knowing about my past of my dad. And yeah. And that's a whole thing that I won't go too publicly, because there's a lot of baggage that comes with all that. But yeah, there was a point in time where I was like, I'm gonna do this because this will make a good song. And that's the headspace I was in. And now I kind of do stuff to be like, I do stuff naturally, and I'm like, this will make a great conversation on stream. Sorry, I went on a little bit of a rant there for a second. But we are going to hop over to play some Mass Effect. A little late to it, but you know, why not run a late night stream? Alright, I'm gonna end this live and then pick it back up in 5 minutes on Mass Effect. See you guys very soon.